Once upon a time, in a small Indian town nestled between hills, there lived a young boy named Raju. Like many kids his age, Raju loved playing cricket, watching the clouds drift by, and listening to the birds sing. But there was one area where Raju struggled deeply: his studies. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't grasp concepts or remember facts. His classmates often teased him for his mistakes, which only made him feel worse. One day, feeling lost and disappointed, Raju wandered into a nearby forest. There, hidden among tall trees, he discovered an ancient temple. Inside, he found a serene Zen Master sitting in deep meditation. The calmness of the place gave Raju courage, and he approached the Master. "Master," he whispered, "I am terrible at my studies. I forget everything I learn, and I can't focus. Can you help me?" The Zen Master opened his eyes, gave Raju a warm smile, and said, "Certainly, my child. But first, you must understand the essence of learning and the mind. I will teach you a few lessons that will help you concentrate and improve in your studies." Raju nodded eagerly, and the Master began his teachings. Lesson 1: Clear your mind. The Zen Master handed Raju a small jar filled with muddy water. "What do you see?" he asked. "Muddy water," Raju replied. The Master placed the jar on the ground. "Let's wait a moment." After some time, the dirt settled to the bottom, and the water became clear. "This," the Master explained, pointing to the jar, "is your mind. When it's filled with distracting thoughts, about play, fear, or worries, you can't see things clearly. But when you calm your mind, clarity emerges. Before you study, take a few moments to clear your mind by breathing deeply and letting go of all distractions. When your mind is calm, whatever you read will make more sense." Raju nodded, feeling a small spark of hope. Lesson 2: Focus on the present. Next, the Master pointed to a burning candle and asked Raju to gaze at the flame. At first, just focus on the flame without thinking of anything else. Raju tried, but his mind kept drifting to his classmates' laughter, his previous failures, and even what he'd have for dinner. With patience, however, he learned to keep his focus on the flame. "Remember, Raju," the Master said, "the past is gone, and the future is yet to come. When you study, be in the present moment. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the task at hand. This focus will help you study more effectively." Lesson 3: Absorb, don't memorize. Then, the Master handed Raju a sponge and a stone, pouring water over both. The sponge absorbed the water, while the stone let it slide off. Many students try to memorize facts like the stone, letting the knowledge slip away. Instead, be like the sponge. Absorb knowledge, understand it, make it a part of you. Don't just memorize, visualize concepts and relate them to your everyday life. This way, you'll remember what you learn. Raju realized he'd been learning the wrong way all along. Lesson 4: Break tasks into steps. The Zen Master then gave Raju a large block of wood and asked him to split it into smaller pieces. Raju tried hard, but he couldn't break it. The Master then showed him how to chisel it bit by bit until it broke apart. "When you face a big task, break it into smaller pieces," he said. "Study one section at a time, take short breaks, and move to the next section. This will keep you from feeling overwhelmed and help you retain more information." Raju understood now why his thick books had always seemed so difficult. He needed to take them step by step. Lesson 5: Be persistent. Finally, the Zen Master planted 2 seeds in separate pots. He watered one regularly but ignored the other. Soon, the first seed sprouted into a healthy plant, while the other remained lifeless. Just like the plant, the Master explained, your efforts will bear fruit if you are consistent. Study a little every day. Consistency is key. Even a small effort each day will make you brilliant over time. Raju thanked the Zen Master and returned home, determined to apply these lessons. In the following weeks, he cleared his mind, focused on the present, absorbed concepts, broke tasks into steps, and remained consistent in his efforts. It wasn't an overnight change, but gradually, he saw improvement. He remembered what he studied, understood subjects better, and began to enjoy learning. Years later, when Raju became a successful man, he often thought back to the lessons he learned from the Zen Master. He realized that these weren't just study tips, they were life lessons. So, friends, if you also struggle with studies, remember Raju's journey. Transform yourself with determination, focus, and a clear mind. Embrace each moment, absorb knowledge, and break your goals into manageable steps. Let the Zen Master's wisdom remind you that, like Raju, your small, consistent efforts will bloom into success. Go forth with courage, for within you lies the potential to shine as brightly as the stars in the night sky.